What happens when you start to eradicate your shadow self? This all feeds into the ego structure. It feeds into the emotional status of well-being. It can lead to habits, addiction, repeated problems that you can't understand why keep happening, because your shadow self is holding you to ransom on that trauma, believe it or not. My beautiful darlings, how the devil are you? Welcome to another session with Soul School. Woo! I never know what I'm going to say, but I always get an inkling because they download some information to me and say, you shall do this. And I'm like, right, what else shall I do? Nothing. So it's all purely organic, which is really exciting and lovely. Please like if you enjoy these videos and subscribe. I've been asked to say that because it boosts the algorithms, gets us out there and brings more tribe people in for me to enlighten and help. Okay, darlings, so we need to have a look at how we can become the very best in opening our energy up to ascended energy, okay? There are ways and means to do this. We have to prepare the body for inspiration, healing and connection. I will tell you now, this is quite a long video, all right? I feel this is going to be a really long video, so you might have to like stop it, make notes and carry on. So let's have a little look at what we need to do. Initially, we were talking about chakra points last time. And so I was given a heads up that we need to just take that one step further. Remember, we spoke about the Kundalini line, which is this wonderful bright energy that goes up through our cerebral spinal fluid, if you want, up through our spinal cord, into our brain, into the pineal gland, which then expands our consciousness, allows us to go into quantum spaces, meditate and do all sorts of wonderful things. Now, if you want to look at that on a more deeper level, please look at people like Joe Dispenza, go to Gaia TV, look for people on here. I am keeping it layman terms and keeping it real, okay? I'm doing the basis of what I know will resonate with people that are learning, jumping back on, or wanting to dedicate their energy to development, or whatever you want to be doing. You know, you could be watching this because you want to just become more spiritually aware. You could be doing this because you want to be a healer, you want to do readings, or just to like live your life clearer and better. So one of the things I highlighted was can you just add this? And this is me adding it on for you now. When we spoke of talking about keeping your chakras aligned, one of the things that you can do, I had to add this on apparently, one of the things you can do is you can enhance and radiate your energy through using crystals, okay? So some are nicked from Darren, some aren't. I'm just going to put it out there now. In fact, no, only one is. Let's have a little look. These are the crystals that I use. Now, there is no, you must use these. There are many different crystals which align to many parts of your chakra points. I'm just giving you a for instance, okay? So I've just done one earlier. So you lay down. Now, I always use clear crystal quartz for my divine chakra, okay? So when you are laying down, do you remember I said about you watching and monitoring your chakra points? Now imagine a huge light flowing magnificently from your inner being, from your soul, and just shining, glittering, vibrant light. It doesn't matter what color it is, just visualize that. And imagine that your light is shining through the properties that are all resonating and bubbling in that wonderful chakra point, okay, in that beautiful portal. So I always place one of these above my head. Now, the amethyst, this was a good tricky one because I got a round one. What a donut. The amethyst I always use for my third eye chakra. So this is just literally laying it on my forehead, okay? For my throat chakra, the good old lapis lazuli, blue stones, again, have a look, see what you want to do. This is a huge lump, allow me to have freedom of speech, speak my truth, communicate, okay? Have that on there while you're visualizing this beautiful white energy pulsating through your points. I use two. I'm a bit greedy. One is because this connects with Archangel Chamuel, but I always like to infuse love through the rose quartz chakra, okay? But then I use a bit of green aventurine, just chuck them both in there to embrace love, to embrace all forms and shapes of love, and also to keep that flowing in and out of me, okay? So they're those two. the next is, of course, a orange citrine or yellow citrine. This is a bit of both. I place it on the solar plexus. Imagine all that vibrant power flashing through the citrine, just creating this vibrant energy of I'm going to do this, I'm motivated, I'm ambitious, I'm going to change whatever I need to change, rah, 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 rah. Okay, so I put that on there. This is stolen and I need to send it back, give it back to him. It's a red and orange carnelian. Look at all the beautiful layers there. Okay, this goes on my sacral chakra. This is for your love. And I've just nicked this one from Darren and I am going to give it back. He's going to know as soon as he sees the video. He might not see it. Is the orange and red carnelian. Look at that little beauty. Oh my goodness. Perfect for the sacral chakra. Sensuality, sexuality, divine feminine or divine masculine. The actual rawness of what we're alive for, our passion, okay? That is what I use on my sacral chakras. This is just below my navel that I put that on, or just above the pubic bone. And then between when I'm laying flat, I just put it, where shall I say? It's an egg as well. Don't go there, right? This is snowflake obsidian, right? But any black stone is great. Jet, obsidian, all that kind of stuff. Just put it down by your lower groin or your, below your pelvic bone. I just put it at the top of my thighs. Let's put it that way and just leave that to rest there. And then just watch them all illuminate. I imagine the Kundalini line is a fluorescent light and it's throwing up massive beams of energy and light through my chakra points, assisted by the properties that the crystals will resonate with your energy. It's the perfect way to keep charging up your chakra points. Okay, so as I say, there are many different stones. They're the ones I use for me to align and boost up my chakra points. The other way forward for you to boost chakra is, this is what I do to cleanse my energy. La la la, bit of white sage. You can use Palo Santo as well, but the problem with that is I still get this feeling that trees are grown and hacked down just to create a stick. But hey ho. There we go. Oh my goodness, the smell of this. Obviously, this is a purification ritual. Now, I have just done on Darren's 5th Dimension Gifts channel a complete guide to how you sage and cleanse your house. Okay, so please have a look at that. Now, what I do, and this is preferably me, you've got to go with your intuition on this, darlings. You've got to go with, actually, I hear what you're saying, I'm going to change it, or I'm going to veer off that path a bit. Do not allow anybody to tell you what you should and shouldn't be doing with spiritual development. I am simply giving you tips, I'm giving you my experience, I'm sharing with you what will help you. But, if you veer off and say, no, I don't want to do it that way, do what your guides are inspiring you to do, all right? This is all just to give you advice. So what I do is, this is burning beautifully, the white sage, okay? So I bring it up from my feet, still imagining, and I'm normally on my earthing mat, or you can do it on grass or just do it sitting there. It really doesn't matter. It depends how deep you want to go in on this. I bring it up all over my auric field, all around my arms. I bring the smoke here. Remember, this smoke takes out, cleanses, purifies anything it comes into contact with and carries it out to the ether, okay? And then what I do is and you don't have to do, oh, I've got a bruise here, how did I get that? So I just literally create this on my third eye. I use my little selenite stick. I bloody love these. They're so powerful. I love them. Or sometimes I want a real big hit. I use my big fat wand. We're just going to move on from that as well. So I literally move it around the area and imagine that the smoke is resonating. Wow, it makes me go really... I'm going to light it a bit more. Oh, it makes me feel good. This should make you feel good. Oh, my crown chakra is tingling and my whole scalp is alive. It's absolutely fantastic. So I literally just hold it here. And I literally ask, can I please ask and call upon the angels, the spirit realms and deepest divine energy to just cleanse and clear the chakra point to allow me to have more divine inspiration. Do the same here for clarity to see, same here for throat, blah, 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 blah. Go down each chakra point and then just ask, thank you very much. They're doing it again. Thank you, spirit people. This has been happening today and yesterday. And it's properly plugged in and it's just angel feathers on them. So lovely. So this then literally cleanses and eradicates all of that lovely energy from your chakra system. You're going to have to excuse this, but I'm going to draw two rather crude pictures. Right, and they are not great, I'm telling you that now. And they will remember this, my students. It's most probably ingrained into their soul how bad these drawings are. Now, what happened is that my door knocked at this point, and I went out and I thought I'd press record again, and I hadn't. So when you see the second part of this video, you will notice that the figures are completely wrong. I am so bloody annoyed I did it, but I pressed the button and I stopped recording. So it's going to look different from the other one for all those eagle eyes out there. Now, this is what the spirit people told me and the angel realms, how they want to see us and how they want us to be. Pure vessels for us to receive inspiration, healing, suggestions, guidance, spirit messages if you want to work as a medium, healing essences from various sources as we're working with our clients. And this is bloody hard to do already. You know, well, over the years, people say to me, I can't meditate, I can't do it, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, right, okay, this is what you need to be doing. Now, this divine chakra is the main point of us infusing the rest of our energy through the Kundalini line. It looks like an alien, right? So what happens is that when the angel realms come down, do this, go there, take this job, take healing, go and take this class, whatever they want to do, they are streamlining their energy through that beautiful portal, activating all these chakras and bringing messages, thoughts, feelings, emotions, healing, whatever you want them to do, all right? And the more that you keep this vessel empty of crap, the easier it is for them to infiltrate in. Easier said than done. Because this is what happens. These little pink blobs represent your thought processes. These thought processes are, oh my God, I've got to go to the vets, got to pick the kids up at 5. Oh God, that bloody wall's falling down again. I need to make sure that's done. He really pissed me off when he said that earlier. I'm really going to have a word about that. I'm really not feeling good about myself. I feel like I'm fat. I just feel like I'm overweight at the moment. I feel so blah, 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 blah. So already the divine energy is trying to fight through all your emotional stuff, right? And that emotion leads to your ego feeding into it, and it leads to emotion. So you start building up this massive load of garbage inside your head, and you're just not even going to be able to visualize. You're not going to be able to do anything until you get rid of this that's going on in your head. I still do it now. I've been doing it for 30 years. I still do it now, whether I'm talking to you, whatever it is, especially when I was doing, you know, my demonstrations on stage. I would always do this little exercise. It's really, really simple. I sit and say, I please ask that anything that is imprinted on my energy, so when last time you did it, within the month, week, or the last hour, or the last day, whatever is imprinted in my emotional layer of my energy, I please ask for it now to go. I do not want to acknowledge anything emotionally connecting me to stopping me from reaching the divine. So then you analyze anything that's still sticking there, and you think about, oh God, the wall's fallen down, right, that needs to go off. Thank you very much. Off you pop. Anything else there? No, okay, I'm fine. Thank you for alleviating all of the thought processes that are in my head, right? So you've done that. Alleviate all of those thoughts, because they will be a massive, massive blockage to the divine reaching you for whatever reason, okay? So we've got that. This is the next little puppy. So what happens is that when you start creating thought processes, that creates emotion and then potential behaviour, okay? So what happens is that when you start thinking these things, you start absorbing them, and you start thinking, yeah, he really did, it wasn't very nice what he said to me. I wonder why he said that. Is it because of this? Is it because of that? No, it isn't actually. It isn't that. Oh my God, it is. oh yeah, perhaps it is me. Oh my God, I did really wrong, like I did before. I did this before with someone else. I'm a failure. And you go down a rabbit hole from one single thought into what creates your ego structure, right? So then they've not only got to get through all your thoughts and crap that really don't help you at all anyway, and the worry, it then manifests into all of this other stuff building up here. So now they've got to get through a layer of ego. So they need this cleared, okay? They need this cleared. They need you to be as clear as possible. So this is done, as of, you know, I will be saying this again, but this is done through walking in nature, getting used to sending your thought processes out of your head when you're ready to work, receive, whatever way you're going to be taking this forward, attune, awaken. And you've got to realise that thoughts are the most tiniest little thing in the world that really are insignificant. It doesn't matter how much you worry, it doesn't matter how much you think, is it going to happen, you can't control anything, but you can control your thought process, and you can control what crap reverberates around in your heads. So what you need to be doing is you need to be regularly, I do it automatically now. It's the same as I can kick up to spirit world, I can come back down, I can go up to the angel realms, I can come back down. But that is because I come from bloodline, I'm a natural medium, and I'm very lucky that I was kind of like advanced before, when I started, okay? But I still go back to basics, and I'll keep saying this, go back to basics. And I still think, what is in my mind I don't need? What is in my ego structure that's creating problems? You know, and you just need to be as clear as you possibly can, because the more you do that, the more you can open up to divine energies, the celestial layers, whoever you want to be, you know, connected with, or whoever wants to connect with you. Be that closed vessel. You will not get anywhere. Be the open light, free of fault, free of human interference. It will be the best thing you've ever done. So annoying when that alarm goes off because it stops recording. Sorry about that. So the ego that obviously resides from initial thoughts can be fear, jealousy, anger, regret, worry, self-doubt. So we say, right, I really want to do readings for somebody. I really want to get to that level. I understand that I want to spiritually learn, but I really want to do readings. Oh no, but I can't. What if I'm wrong? No, I can't do that. I'm not good enough. Well, I failed before. I can't even hold those little monkey brain energies that's starting off here, then create and almost manifest into a pure belief system that you have about yourself, a person or a situation. So this then starts manifesting itself around this area, almost getting in the way of your solar plexus as well. So you've got all these thoughts and fears and doubts and nagging problems that are going on about your own self-belief system or things that are going on around you, okay? And you have to remember that energy is matter. The only thing that can dissipate, as far as I'm aware, energy is that incredible cherubim chamber, which I've seen before. It's the only thing that has the power to dissipate soul matter, okay? So your soul, it's got all this. It's supposed to be thousands of years old, darlings. You know, it's just us being reincarnated, choosing a closed down path or a lesser learning path, that we create this, I'm only a human. No, you're not. You're a part of the universe. You're the most powerful, beautiful being on this planet. Oh, what happened there? Is that you moving my stuff, Mr. and Mrs.? Oh, man, let's pull you back. Who did that? Hello, Graham. That's okay. Well, you know, you've done very well to actually move that. That's okay, darling. No, I get it. I get it. I think he wants to talk to his daughter. He's really desperate. And possibly his wife. My girls, he keeps saying. Oh, hang on a minute. He's making me. Just don't move the tripod again, darling. This is really naughty because you're just interrupting one of my lessons. This happens though, it's beautiful, isn't it? Graham hasn't got a lot of hair on top. He could have actually shaved his head or his balls. He's got a lovely portly, this is like for lesson 10 that I'm doing, darling. This is session 10. He's quite a portly man, lovely, lovely, kind, beautiful man. He had the most brilliant anecdotes. He loved telling stories. He was a great speaker. I'm not going to cut this out of this video because he obviously has just come in and said, no, I want to talk. So I'm like, okay. And he, I don't know if he did Master of Arms or did lots of speaking or people just love to listen to him. But I feel that he's someone that people absolutely adored. He would help absolutely everybody. I think he keeps saying 45. So I don't know if it's the 4th of May that's relevant, or it could be that he's saying his troubles. I don't think he passed at 45, so he looks older in my mind as I see him. Perhaps his problems did start at that age, because I feel like I'm battling things as I go along, but always stay cheery. Perhaps there's some sort of failure, or the kidneys or the liver, there could be issues there. But he's acknowledging, I just wanted to say I love my girls. And I feel, this isn't him, but I feel that one of you is going to watch this or someone will think, oh my God, that's Graham, and then pass it on to that person, okay? He's a lovely, lovely man. He looks exceptionally well. I'm going to shorten it because it's not really for that. I'm going to shorten it. He looks really well. He's out on a green. I don't quite know if it's a golfing green or it's a photograph where there's loads of sun and it's very green and there's loads of foliage around him. Perhaps he lives in a beautiful country like that, or it's a holiday photo, but it's referring to that. And it's quite like it's pointing at my t-shirt. So I think it's more like a white t-shirt, very bright, perhaps even white shorts, but it looks really bright and well, tanned. And he just needs you to know he's well. I don't know if it's his anniversary that's come up or there's other worry going on, that he wants you to know, I'm here. I really am here. Just look out for me. Okay, how can they look out for you, darling? My music. I don't know if he likes a certain jazz band or it's trumpet playing. I just saw a trumpet. I have to go with what I'm being shown, unless it's another musician. Or it could be a saxophone. I just see green flashes of something being played. Okay. I've got the most beautiful gift. I've got baby robins nesting in my laurel and I can hear them. It's just so adorable. And he's just pointed out the window in my third eye to say that will happen. Now, if this is an American guy, it's going to be a cardinal. If he's an English guy, I can't work out. Oh, I can't go too deep. Then he's pointing to Robin, so look out for a bird messenger from him. All right, love and light, darling, please, because I need to be getting on. I've done what you did. You're very welcome. Don't move the tripod again. That's all right. Now go around and see them and inspire them to watch this, okay, when it comes out. All right, darling, God bless you. So, sorry about that, but you know what? I'm a servant of the divine, and if someone needs to let you know they're there, it must be very important. I feel that you're going through stuff at the moment and they really need to let you know. Did you see that they're here? You're very welcome, darling. Isn't this beautiful? Did you notice when I did my last video, all my angel feathers were lighting up? I've secured angel feathers to the light. Some of them are already there, and then all the feathers that have apported, I've affixed them to the lights. They're not flashing now, and that's because it's just a phenomena. Isn't it just wonderful? I love it. Thank you so much, darlings. Right, so let's go back to what we were doing. Look out for these beautiful phenomena. Listen, the veil is thinner at the moment, so you are going to get beautiful phenomena. They are getting stronger because they know that we're trying to work up to this higher ascension. So you will get more signs, synchronicity, and beautiful things happen. And I'm so glad they're doing it when I'm recording these, because it just shows you reality, that they are so with you. It doesn't matter if you're medium or not. So let's go back to this. So now we've got the ego to worry about, okay? Biggest problem I ever had with people developing, or what if I'm making it up? What if I'm thinking about it? What if it's something I've brought in? What if I get it wrong? Oh, biggest question ever. Biggest question ever. Am I making it up? Because the problem is your mindset, your ego, your emotional status is right next to that third eye connecting with the pineal gland, and you're trying to think, did I make that up or not? And as I've said before, when you do get your visions, thoughts, feelings, you then ask for them to back it up. So just then, that beautiful flashing light has said, yeah, well done, Nikki, thank you very much. Let's move something for her, thank you very much. And so what happens is that they will back it up. So you'll come out of your meditation, or you'll walk in nature, or come off the beach or from the park or wherever you've gone, and then the music will come on, or just as Graham just said, you know, they'll hear my music. Or you'll get a sign, or you'll get a feather. There will be an extra sign to back up what has happened to you. Remember my Stockton Growers Hall story? Have a look. Go and have a look if you haven't read it. So we need to get rid of this ego. So again, we want to be speaking. It's all about communication. It's all about this throat chakra system, okay? Where you basically say, I also wish to get rid of any ego systems that are sitting within my body. I wish to get rid of my doubt. I wish to allow it to be taken away. And if you want a visualization here, imagine all of this stuff coming out, going into this cloud, and you blowing it away. All of this guidance and all of these lessons are on my PRISM Living course. Okay, so if you want to like work through it and you feel more comfortable with sessions being sent to you for 7 weeks, please have a look at that if it interests you. And I feel that we will be ending up amalgamating these into one solid film that you can download and have, you know, as a video course. So now we've eradicated the ego system, and now we've eradicated the thoughts and emotions when we are ready to connect. I personally would do this regularly. Sometimes I actually do hold my selenite, my third eye chakra. Go with your guts, my darlings. Go with your instinct. Go with your intuition. What do I need to do to cleanse my energy of all of this kerfuffle? Okay, if not, Palo Santo. Let's have a bit of burn up with that, shall we? I'm not, as you know, I'm not very fond of this way of cleansing, because, you know, I hear that they're growing trees just to hack them down for this. However, my white sage isn't here because I just saged earlier. Who remembers that little puppy? I'm going to put it back up and see if it flies off. I need to get it fixed up though properly. So this is the other thing you can do, okay? And this is another great way to cleanse your chakras if you haven't got time to lay down and chuck all the stones on, okay? So my Palo Santo, I can't find, unless Darren's had it away. He loves the smell of white sage now, he's obsessed with it. Oh, there it is. He put it back in there. I don't know why, this is a real pure one. I got this from a Native American site. Okay, so we've got the Palo Santo, or got the white sage, my abalone shell. Oh, pants, it's in the bathroom where I left my last one. So we've got the abalone shell, and we have the white sage. So listen to me, replay this. When you're feeling relaxed, just listen to me. You can either look at me or close your eyes. With the essence of the smoke that is sacred, I please ask now that the intention of where I send the light through this smoke is taken to every sentient being that watches this beautiful demonstration of how we can work as ambassadors for you. In this beautiful cleansing smoke, I please ask that you clear the energies of ego, doubt, and emotion as a human being. Allow us to ascend to our divine levels of connection. So you can either write this out, you can re-record this, you can repeat it, you can allow me to do it for you, because I'm now sending out, as I'm looking at you in my third eye, this smoke is infiltrating thousands of people who are watching this. Oh God, I love it. Some people can't stand the smell of it, but I absolutely adore it. So this is what you do for yourself. I've sent that out to you with beautiful love and light and intention. So what you can do very briefly is, and this is how I sometimes do it really, really quickly, all right? But again, do it how you want to do. Nobody on this planet, nobody on this plane should ever tell you what you should be visualizing, what you should be doing. We guide you, we nurture you. And if you go off plan and you do what you need to do, please do it. Okay, so this is all I do, is I literally, if I want to cleanse my energy in my body, ready, I've already done it this morning, but I'll do it again. So you start at the bottom of your feet, okay, you work up and you go round where you feel your auric field is. The more you do this, you'll start to realise how far your auric field is buzzing outside of you. It's absolutely incredible, okay? And then we bring it up around all of our areas here, and you can say whatever you want verbally, okay? I please ask for you to cleanse all of my worries and fears, all the energy that's stuck to me throughout the day, being on this earthbound place. Or if you haven't done it for a while, the last month, I please ask you to free me for all of this. Now, I use, only because obviously I work mainly in the angelic realms now, I use my selenite. And I just ask, please, for everything to be cleared from my divine chakra. Allow my thoughts and processes to dissipate in clouds with love out into the ether. I also ask now, don't forget to have a window open, by the way. I now ask that my third eye chakra is clear and cleansed. I now ask that my throat is clear to speak my truth and anything that I need to deal with on a communication basis. I ask that my heart is open to receive love in all way, shape and form, and to release anything that's held within me emotionally. Okay, I please now go down to my solar plexus and I please ask that I'm clear to be vibrant and strong, and my intuition connects with the whole being of my life and allows me to go forward with strength, knowing that my path is clear and shown on how I can tread along it. I now go to my sacral chakra and ask that everything within me, my sacred feminine, is now firing up and is strong. As a lion stands proud and strong, I wish to roar with this emotion and all of this wonderful energy that resonates in that sacral chakra on a positive level for the greater good. I now also ask that my root chakra is connected to the earth plane. Mother Gaia, please draw this energy to me. Allow me to feel your beautiful strength. Allow me to walk knowing I'm grounded to the essence of the planet, the essence of earth. Allow me to feel your strength and your foundation as I walk and deal with human problems, human situations and obstacles that stop me from reaching the divine. I thank you for clearing my energy. I thank you for allowing me to be open to the divine. Bang, it's that simple. Okay? Then you either stub it out or eventually it will burn out, and then you just place it like I do, my beautiful candle holder over there, or in my abalone shell, which is currently in my bathroom because I was saging yesterday. Okay, saging is not protection. You know, when we see things on the television with Native Americans, it's like, whoa, we're doing this to ward off spirits. Yeah, they do that in their reservations. They do perceive that there are spirit connected to the water, to the land, to the trees. They've got a beautiful connection with the divine and the elemental essences of the planet. And so they do use it to do that, but mainly it's for cleansing. And you know, when you see all this smoke in the sweat lodges, it's the white sage cleansing, bringing purity, giving you that open energy to start connecting with whatever wants to connect with you, whether it's your guide. You know, the medicine totem man assists them in guiding them to that wonderful sacred place. So that's another good way to cleanse everything up. Do your home as well. If you're starting to develop, if you are starting to open yourself up to an energy, if you've got loads of people in your house, listen, the easiest thing to do, pop over to the fifth dimension, you know, Darren's website. If you don't know, it's in the links below. And I'll put the link in actually on this video of how you cleanse your house. Okay, because I've just done the tutorial over on Darren's channel, which is Fifth Dimension Gifts. Okay, so go over to there if you don't know how to sage your house, because otherwise this is going to turn into hours of stuff that you can see on another video that I've done for you. Okay, so the next thing is as well is that you've now got this ego. Now this is the biggest problem. So let's have a different colour for this little puppy, shall we? I haven't got anything quite dark. We'll go purple. We'll go purple. Right, so now you've not only got this, if you're not eradicating all of this, you then have this. What is the purple, Nikki? Everybody says. The purple is your shadow self. Now, I have got a video on here as well about the shadow self, so look that up. But I'm going to just take you through this. The shadow self, mindfully, if you speak with psychologists, counsellors, people that deal with trauma, I know all about this because you may or may not know, I used to look after rape victims and murder victim families when I was a police detective. So we learn a lot about trauma and bereavement and all sorts of horrific things that happen to the body. One of the things that happens is that there is like a mental shutdown during trauma, you know, the fight or flight. And the flight element kind of starts reverberating around the soul energy during your incarnation if you've been exposed to trauma or anything that you don't particularly want to go back and look at and visit. Now, obviously, I don't know what happens in the brain for you to block it. I'm not an expert on that. I'm not an expert on anything. I'm just sharing with you what I know. However, what happens is, as I said earlier about, there's no soul energy or any energy that can dissipate. It has to go somewhere, okay? And your memories that you lock down and think you've dealt with are those purple bits, the shadow self. It could be something minor, like, why did I go out the room? Well, this isn't minor, actually. Why did I go out the room? If I'd stayed in the room, I would have seen my dad pass. Why did I steal that little sweet? I can't believe I stole that sweet in Woolworths. So I had that once. I got rid of everything. I thought, I actually did steal a sweet when I was a kid in Woolworths in the pick and mix. I actually ate it. And that absolutely ripped me to pieces. And I was like, I can't get that out. My skeleton is just so boring in my closet. So the shadow self is actually now having to face what you might not want to face. If you need help with this, please reach out to someone that's qualified to do it, okay? Whether it's a counsellor, obviously you know my Lorraine is a quantum healing hypnotherapist. However you want to gauge it, if you feel you can do it yourself, please do, through soul journal writing, acknowledging what you're trying to hide. This energy will stay residual within your body, and this also creates blockages to you developing yourself spiritually or being open to the divine. Okay, so it's very much still burning away. It's very much recommended that if you're finding things really difficult to go back and dredge up, okay, you don't have to if you don't want to. This again is all possibilities on how you can bring yourself into this spiritual way of being, to awaken your energy. It is part of your growth. It's part of your growth. And what happens when you start to eradicate your shadow self? This all feeds into the ego structure. It feeds into the emotional status of well-being. It can lead to habits, addiction, repeated problems that you can't understand why keep happening, because your shadow self is holding you to ransom on that trauma, believe it or not. And your body remembers it. Your body remembers that you don't want to be back in that environment. So it tries to protect you by creating barriers in relationships, being aggressive in relationships so they don't come near you, being so much in front of their face that they don't want to come near you because you're trying to give it a, oh, I'm so big and proud, you don't want to come near me. That was me. My armour was, I was gobby and still am, to be fair. And I was in people's faces. I wanted to make them laugh. I wanted to entertain them because I was dreading if they ever really got into who I felt I really was inside. Self-belief is such a nightmare. You need to find your truth. And so with this, I'm rubbish at everything. Am I? Let's write that out. I'm rubbish at everything. What do you think is a truth or a belief? And then investigate it. Am I rubbish at everything? Is that just a belief system? Why do I feel that? Oh, because I failed that exam. Why did I fail that exam? Actually, when you look back, either you went through loads of stress, or you were not great in exam situations, or, you know, at the end of the day, you weren't very good at that subject. Okay, let's move on from that. Do I need that subject? Do I need to pass the exam? Yes, I do. Okay, then let's get going. Let's get rid of all this fear system and let's get this done. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get myself some hematite because I know this is going to ground me. I know that it's going to get me focused. I'm going to ask for Jophael to help manifest this for me. I'm going to go forward. I'm going to be creative. I'm going to ask Sandalphon to come down and bring music to me because I need to pass this music exam. Can you see where I'm going? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find strength in what weaknesses I've dug out from my spiritual self, my emotional self. And lots of people stop at this step because they think, oh my God, it's too much hard work. You know, it's like too much hard work. It's like homework, I can't be doing it. You don't have to do it then and there. You don't have to sit a test and I sit and watch and you're not allowed to bring your iPhone in. You can take months, you know. And I remember it still happens with a PRISM Living course. You know, people send I'm so sorry, I haven't done it. I haven't been in the right space. And I'm like, so what? The first thing I put in the first session is, this isn't a race. This is not a race. In fact, you know, if you're interested, I'll put the link of the PRISM Living in the bottom. I don't know if Miss Louise has done it because she's absolutely super fantastic. But, you know, it isn't a race. This takes time. It took me till I was laying in bed for 5 years with nothing else to pin me down and do all this. Hence that book. Okay, so there's no race, but any tiny little thing that you can get out of your system that doesn't need to be there anymore, the amount of freedom and the amount of love that you feel for yourself is just so unbelievably brilliant that you do nothing but bring in the divine. You just your rays throw out, and people say, God, you look so well. I feel like crap actually, but my soul energy is absolutely running marathons. Thank you very much. Okay? Doesn't matter what's going on with your physical body. Look at me. With my physical body, it's just pants, but it doesn't matter. Look at what's happening. Look at the light I'm bringing to you. Look at the light you're bringing back to me. We're creating this wonderful army of light. Isn't that divine and beautiful? Okay, so work on your shadow self. If you need assistance in this, as I said, find people that can help you get all of that shite out, throw it out. You're carrying it. My God, how heavy is that burden, the 10 of Wands, carrying it all. And then we get to a stage where we're so full of it that when one more catastrophe, one tiny little obstacle, no matter what it is, blows you open wide with, oh my God, not something else, I can't handle this. You know, mental crisis, depression, anxiety. Thank you. Is that you, Dad? Did you hear that? I think my dad's in the room now. Well, they're really coming in today. It's because I've cleansed myself. They were like, hello, hello. Yes, was that? I dreamt to my mum last night. She was doing my hair because she used to be a hairdresser. Was it her? Okay. Thank you, darling. So this is what it's all about, right? Eradicating all of this stuff that we can't help but gather. Listen, we all have bad days. We all have frustrations. That's what life's like. It's like Monopoly. You know, you hit one place and you're winning because everybody has to pay you for the hotel. You know, you hit another place and then you're losing because you've got to pay £200 for the community chest. Do you know what I mean? It's life. It's a tiny, insignificant part of you being an immortal being. That's what you've got to keep thinking. I'm a mortal being. It's like this builder, he just won't come back and repair everything he's done. And I'm like, ordinarily I'll be going, for God's sake, I'm like, okay, this is a tiny part. This is a tiny part of our earth ascension. This is a tiny part of what happens. You know, I've gone through all sorts of things with my soul. I've been a nun in Rome. I really don't care about this. I'll go through the motions when I can, but it's not going to own my ego structure and my emotional way of being. Talk through with yourself. Have a word with yourself.